Jones looking to throw it on the first play. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Here's Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1. And he's hoping on the road to glory.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
That throw by Young incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
In motion, the tight end. A first carry for Gary Brightwell. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Young. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Here's Jackson to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Jones throw complete here to Waller. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
In motion, left Shepard. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. We're scoreless after 1. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Quick slant caught. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Young. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Third down, Young from the gun. That's swung out wide to Sanders. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he whips that one incomplete there. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick throw to Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. of the gun. It's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Young looks to throw on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now Young. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They go play action. Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Young on 1st down. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Young. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
ran the perfect defense in this situation, would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Barkley on first down. To the 43, second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darren Waller, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The play fake. Now Young. And he's going to drop it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's Young on first down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Paris Campbell from 8 yards out. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
To throw again on second down. Young. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike.
Now a first down throw for Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw, Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, set, 10 black. Check Mike 21. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey,
they'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Yellow. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Quit talking about it.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 74 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.